So, back here, back again. And today I would like to talk to you about um, just regular life. What is it that you enjoy doing in your regular life? I know that this sounds a really basic question because what a kind of YouTube video is this that you ask just what you want to do, what you like to do in your regular life? But in a way, it's during our regular lives that we spend most of our time here. If we have 80 years to live, we spend a lot of time doing regular things. Even if you are a spiritual person, well, you are not doing much of spiritual things, like perceived spiritual things, all the time, because you have to do the regular life. You have to take care of yourself. You have to rest a bit, and that is something that is a misconception, because if you are a spiritual being, if you are made of a soul like you are, you're always doing spiritual things, even if it's unconscious, because that is part of an evolution. Because even if you go adrift for a lot of time, eventually you'll reach to a state where your soul, where your spiritual being, where your inner guidance will tell you that something is wrong. And that discomfort will grow the more you stay adrift and the more you stay out of balance. So in a way, there is always that soul connection, because you cannot be apart from it. You are a soul. You're made of God. You're made of a part of God. Everything is God. And so basically, even if you are adrift, you are sleepwalking, like some would say, going just about your business, your regular things. That soul experience will eventually be useful in later times, because there will be a time where you will have to do other things, and that discomfort that your soul registered in your being, that experience that the soul had, that okay, this is bad. When you go too adrift, you start feeling bad. It's not a good feeling. That may help you in some other times where you will need to have some sort of urgency in some matter, where you're more aware of things, where you could be, like some say, spiritually awakened. So if you don't have that discomfort, if the opportunity presents in a spiritual path, you may not understand the preciousness of it. That's what I'm basically saying, because even our failures, they have a purpose. They are the way, they are the mechanisms that we have to appreciate the good things in life. So if you're having a bad time, like my meditation master would say, if you're having a bad time, just wait. It will change. If you're having a good time, just wait. It will change. So the nature of reality, basically, it's change. We are also always in duality, so we are always going up and down, up and down. So going with emotions, with alternating between polarities. And in that alternation of polarities, the more unconscious that we are, the farther that we tend to drift in either extreme of the polarities, So if we go further on the extremes, we feel it much more intensely that if we are aligned with the center. So that is why people say, I have to center myself. I have to get closer to a neutral state, because God, the non-duality, the everything, the oneness that many people say, it is There is no opposite. There is only. Or to be more accurate, you cannot even say that there is, because when you say that there is, you're assuming that there is not. So even it gets more complex, it's just silence. You know, you cannot describe it in the duality, but you can assume it. You can feel it, that it's there, but you cannot describe it. And like the Taoism, the Tao, would say in the classical Chinese from Lao Tzu, they would say that the Tao that can be described is not the Tao, because when you try to describe it, you're already bringing it to a state that is dual. So you're already going away from its essence. So, in a sense, what I want to say is, whatever may be your path in your life, just know that you're always spiritual. There is always, you cannot get away from spirituality. And that experience may one day be useful, because if you are, like I was saying, if you are presented with a great opportunity that will make you really happy, but you have the bad experiences before of failures, you may use that bad experience to understand the preciousness of that gift, of that opportunity. Otherwise, you would be too complacent. You would think that all is easy, and you would fail. You will have just to see things, not work. But if you have that experience and if you use it correctly, it's like we are gathering tools. We are gathering tools along the way. And bad experiences can be also tools for us, for our enrichment, for our betterment. And I'm not saying that you should just jump into every experience. No, it's up to you, because you will be the one facing the consequences, the pain, the suffering, the joys, every outcome that you may get from it. It will be on you, not on anyone else. Even if you get someone dragged down to suffer with you, you will always suffer as well. So, in a way, it's a rather place of responsibility for oneself. So even if you think that you are not on a spiritual path, you are, and you will always be. So I hope this talk made sense to any of you. If it doesn't, well, bad luck. So see you soon.